Point I'd like to add about why I pick customs as the point for the completionist, and I think a good place for people to start. Right now, as of this wipe, 12.7, like I said, the flea market is gated behind level 10, and because of that, you really need to progress through the task system at least to level 10, I think, before you can honestly enjoy Tarkov to a point where you can do whatever you want. And so I think you do need to task for a while. You just need to get there, and you're not going to get there just by farming kills because you're going to run out of money from dying. And so with the way that the game is set up, you really only have one path. At least you just need to get to level 10 by learning customs, in my opinion, getting through those early tasks on customs. You can scav on interchange to find some stuff, but you can't do much with it until you can start leveling your hideout maybe or whatever. But I think the game kind of forces everyone to customs, and I don't necessarily like that design, just to be honest with you, because for all the reasons I laid out in the first part of why my rationale was for picking the best map for a new player, if I'm talking to my friend, right, and I'm trying to get my friend to play the game, because that's really how this focuses. You want your friend to play this game that you like with you, and you want them to like it so they continue to play it. I think right now it really depends. If you're too far to one end of the spectrum, if you're too far in the Chad end or too far in the Rat end, I think you're going to have a hard time being sticky right now, because you're going to be broke as a Chad, and you're going to die. You're going to die equally as many times kind of as a Rat, or you're just not going to get out in time. So I think that at least for the beginning phase, my rationale for customs is that you just need to push to get to the flea market to overcome a lot of the game design challenges that we have now to keep the game fun for however you're going to play.
Yeah, I think customs is really important. I think if you choose to get into the task system, you're gonna end up there because it drives you there. And I don't know that it's the best place to start as a new player in the past. I always struggled telling people to go to customs because it was tasks there, because it was the worst choke point map next to factory, really. But factory, you're going into a meat grinder. Like, you're preparing that, you know what's going on. And I would say if you're a PvPer and you want to learn factory, do that with scavs. You'll learn a heck of a lot doing it that way, and you won't lose all your gear. But customs, until very recently, was just a 2-lane map with a divider down the middle and a bunch of choke points that people who have been playing this game for a long time know extraordinarily well, and they know all of the cheeky angles to kill you as you go through them. But when they added this new expansion just a little over a week ago at the time of this recording, it's now a 3-lane map. And it's a 3-lane map that has way less choke point. Well, it's way more choke points available, but because there's more of them, there can be less PMCs holding them. So you have way more rotation options. And as you're roaming around exploring as a new player, having options is critical, especially if you don't know where you're at, you don't know where you're going. The bigger map doesn't necessarily help you because it's more area to learn and you can get lost easier. But as you learn customs, you'll realize that there are many ways to get around now. So I like your train of thought. I don't necessarily disagree with your rationale. I think having an honest conversation with yourself as a player, and what do I really want to accomplish and when, which if you're new to this game, it's like hard to even understand what that is. It's like, I know I need to go loot some stuff. I know that there's tasks. I know that there's all these maps. Like, where do I go? I mean, it's like, you just heard from both of us. We have an opinion on what the best place to start is. And I don't know that either one of us is wrong. But I do think really quickly, if you're not enjoying a map, don't be afraid to switch and try a new one. And don't be afraid to scav run. And that's such a hard thing to say, because I didn't scav run for so long because I was like, well, I don't want to get addicted to it. Well, in this last week, I got addicted to it again. And I'm just enjoying the heck out of it. So I think more than anything, yeah, find something that is fun to you that at the very least you can weave into your gameplay. I think the trick to Tarkov is to not let yourself do stuff that you hate or aren't good at all the time. And if you're trying to beat your head up against a task over and over and over, or I'm trying to learn this loot area over and over and over, and you just keep dying, you're gonna burn out and it's gonna get frustrating. Weave what's fun to you into your gameplay.